Hey guys, welcome to a different kind of video. This one is going to be playing Forza and talking a bit about the next Forza Horizon 6. It will be a relatively short video just talking about some of the things that I'm really hoping would be different in the next Forza, even though I have some serious doubts. And also I'm hoping that you guys will chime in and give your opinions on what should be added or changed in the game. And in general, I just wanted to make this video for everyone to kinda share the excitement for the new game coming. So, with that said, since the next Forza is based in Japan, I thought it would be fitting to modify and drive a Japanese car, so I'm building a RX-7, and I've also found some twisty roads that are a bit more narrow, that we can take this on a track to kind of give us the vibe of what might be to come. But anyways, I want to preface this by saying that I'm in no way, shape or form a Forza expert, if that's even a thing. I just really enjoy the game and I use it to wind down after work. I find it really relaxing. I really enjoy car content in general. So with all of those things, right now there's no other game, or at least no other racing game nowadays that quite hit like Forza. I mean, the Forza car list is unmatched with over 900 cars, the graphics are stunning, the fact that you can buy and sell cars with real people in the auction house is a great idea, and I especially love the fact that they keep releasing new cars as they come out in the real world, which gives me a chance to experience those cars in a way that I otherwise wouldn't be able to. And now I'm super happy to get this refresh of the new map that is going to be based this time on Japan, which I think is a great location, especially compared to all of the locations we've had in previous Forzas. I'm really excited for it. I also really hope that this time around they put some more emphasis on the car modding, considering that in Japan the car culture is heavily based on modifying and customizing your car to make it unique. And we've already been teased a little bit in the trailer with the custom Miata that's coming to the game. However, I feel like that car might be just a one-off. And it's perfectly clear for me that the challenge here is that there's just a ton of cars in Forza and it's very difficult to have a lot of customizing options for all of them, but I feel like they're still missing a lot of easy wins, especially with the Forza Aero, where they could add so much more customizability without that much effort. For example, I've already seen that they added a new Forza Aero wing design that's a good thing. The old one was getting a little stale, but I don't know for what reason they decided that they should get rid of the old design altogether. Give the new wing a month and it will feel just as stale as the other one. Also in general, all of the aero parts could have been made in a modular way where you can mix and match different designs together to make your own component. For example, for the wing you can have different mounting points, different end plates, different main part of the wing, and you could be mixing between of those. For each one you could have a carbon and a normal version, and that in itself will give you so many options. Combine that with having those different options that you can mix and match on the canards, on the side skirts, on the front splitter, and you all of a sudden have all of these custom options that can be combined together to bring so much more variety to literally the whole car list, that you have the majority of the players happy. And I know that for some cars some designs won't fit, so you have to categorize different kind of vehicles and have all of those numbers of options for those vehicles, but still I don't think that's that much work considering how much you're getting from it. However, looking at how modifications to cars have worked so far in the past, I doubt that they will take that drastic of a change with modular parts. I just hope that they have maybe pre-assembled versions that can fit together and give us more options across the board. Of course, it's always a good idea to keep adding the real world body kits and all of the custom designs from the real world prods for specific cars. That's a good thing. I don't think they should stop doing that, but of course that would only happen to a select few cars and we can't really expect anything more. One thing I really hope they will allow me to do with the Forza Aero is please allow me to remove the front tow hook, or at least paint it a different color. I don't want a red tow hook on all of my cars. That's such an easy addition to the game. Also, you might already be noticing that in the RX-7 that I'm driving, it looks a little funny on the back, because the bumper that I have does not match the exhaust exit that's set by default on the car, which I cannot change. The car is made with one exhaust and there is no way for you to change the exhaust to a twin pipe, and that's just stupid. It makes the car just look weird and it's again something that translates over all of the vehicles. You could have a few different exhausts, a few different exhaust tips, have options for exits in the middle, on the sides, on both sides, on either side. And again, you bring a lot of variety to all vehicles and you'll have players be that much happier. Also, another thing that would be kinda cool is to do something like what they did in the Crew Motorfest recently, or somewhat recently, where they added the stance tuning. Currently in Forza we only have a few different options of lifting or lowering your car, so it will be cool to have a bit more camber adjustments, tow and all of those things that would actually make the cars look more the way we want them to. I've never really been a huge camber person, but I know there's a lot of players out there that would really enjoy it. And I know that currently we have this custom tuning in Forza where you actually make the car handle differently if you touch those parts, but I don't think they actually translate to visual differences. I might be wrong about this, I've never tested it, but it's just something that would be kinda cool if we were allowed to do it. Forza is not really a realistic game anyways, it's a arcade game, so I don't see a reason where we can't do some crazy stance tuning on the vehicles. And I've also seen a lot of comments from the community online about Underglow, again something that's a easy win. I personally don't really care about Underglow, but that will give you that much more customization when you're building your vehicle, to have different Underglow, different mounting positions, and again that can be done to all cars at the same time. But I don't know, I might be just talking out of my ass here, let me know what you guys think. I also don't just want to talk about customizations. Another problem that I think pretty much everyone else has as well with Forzas is the shitty progression that we've had in the past. I remember when I first got Forza Horizon 5, I was so excited to play the game, and for the first few days I was playing it non-stop, and after a little while I felt like everything kinda just lost its meaning. I have kept playing it every so often, as I said before, when they would add some new special cars, but other than that, and my inner need to experience cars every so often and to just play a racing game, there is no reason for me to play the game and grind it out. There is no deep story, the races are all kinda just the same, even though it's nice that you can customize them a bit. And even though I kinda like the fact that you can do them in any order and no one really forces you in any direction, once you've done them once, there's no real reason to keep playing the game. The cars just after a while start getting a bit too easy to acquire, simply because thanks to the wheel spins you get unbelievably wealthy, and with all that money the cars just lose their meanings. I'm at the point where I would buy a new car that I'm excited for, spend a few thousand to upgrade it, and then I do one race with it and I leave it in the garage never to play it again, which is kinda sad. I want the reason to have all of these different vehicles and to bring them to different races, which just Forza doesn't give me. I have to just make my own challenges in my head in order to have fun in this game. Which is part of why I'm so excited that now we have a new Forza that will kind of give me this reset where I will start over from the beginning and grind out, and I know the game will be really fun in the beginning when I have nothing and I have to focus on upgrading that one car that I will get attached to until eventually the wheel spins again make me super rich and I can afford all of the vehicles and all of the modifications so that I can do any race easily. So I really hope that this time around it's somehow different, and they have mentioned already that they have a bit more focus on the progression this time around, that you won't come in as this superstar of Horizon, you will come in as someone who has to grind their way up. So we'll see if that really makes much of a difference. I fear that it will be just something that, again, you have to go through this progression in the beginning that won't take a very long time, and then once you are at the top you just acquire every vehicle, acquire all the money in the world you might need, and have no reason to really repeat races or do any sort of new challenges. But we'll see. I really hope that I'm wrong about that. And in any case, as I said, I'm seriously excited. Can't wait. I've already pre-ordered the game, so on the 19th of May I will be playing that, and I'll be probably recording just a playthrough, at least from the beginning of the game. We'll see for how long that I will be probably uploading to this channel, so subscribe if you're interested in seeing and experience that content as early as possible. We'll see if I can make the edits quick enough. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. What do you think about the game? Are you excited? What would you like to see different this time around? Leave your suggestions down below, and hopefully Forza will listen and they will actually make those changes a reality. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.